Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. So, as of recently, I've come to many conclusions and I've had plenty of aha moments in my walk through the years. I'm pretty much in touch with knowing that I'm the one creating it, or the one who created it in the first place. And I want to ask you, have you ever had one of those moments where everything just clicks? Like you see behind the curtain for a second, and you just know. I'm not just some random person floating through this life. I'm the one creating it. Not in some ego trip way, but in that deep, quiet knowing. Like just thinking to yourself, this is all me. I chose this. I chose this body, I chose this time, I chose this place, I chose the good, I chose the bad, I predetermined my path. And for a little while, it's like, damn, I've finally woken up. I finally reached nirvana, enlightenment, whatever you want to call it. I'm not a passenger anymore, I'm the one that's flying the plane. But then life creeps back in. The phone bill, the laundry, the weird tension in your lower back that just won't leave, work emails, groceries, traffic, you name it. And suddenly you're like, wait, where did that clarity go? Where did that awakening moment go? Was I just fooling myself? I went over this with a friend just recently who I believe came to this conclusion himself a while back. And I told him, how I felt in that moment of awakening and how I continue to feel like every time I am shown more clues that I'm already it, I just keep going back to life. And then I get frustrated with myself because I keep putting my awakening on the back burner, so to say. Like every time I try to stay in that space, life's daily grind pulls me back in. And he replied with something I'll probably never forget. He said, that thought that you should leave the grind behind and chase the creator in you, that's just one beat in the rhythm. But the other beat, the one that tells you to do the dishes and fold the socks, that one is just as sacred as the first one. Think about that for a second. Because that really hit me. Because maybe I've been trying so hard to hold on to the light that I forgot where the light actually lives, where it actually came from. It's not just in silence or prayer or retreats in the woods. It's not hiding at the top of some mountain. It's here. It's in the mess. It's in the middle of the fight with your partner, in the awkward silence after, in the beep of the microwave, in sitting in traffic all pissed off, catching yourself, yelling at some old lady in front of you. We're so wired to think that enlightenment means leaving all of this behind. Like we're supposed to renounce the world or give up desire and stop caring about outcomes and just go with the flow. But the real flex of it is being in it. Like really in it. And still remembering who you really are. Like, today, I'm doing laundry. When I'm folding the laundry and I'm realizing, yep, this is it too. For all I know, my higher self, my creator self, wanted to experience what it's like to do laundry every week or two for the eternity of my life. The divine, the sacred, the creator, it's all right here in my hands, touching the cotton, smelling the fabric softener. It's experiencing something. Things that we think are mundane, and we think are just BS. It's like when a lot of us do this and you don't even know it, so you probably hear this right now, but a lot of us will say, ooh, an ice cream sundae, and we eat the ice cream sundae, and if you're lucky enough, after you eat it, you realize that you enjoyed the moment, but you really didn't even taste the ice cream because you weren't focused on it. Well, for all I know, the creator within me wants to smell that laundry detergent. Do you get where I'm going with that? Alan Watts once said, "You're not supposed to find the creator. You're supposed to be the creator." And I think a lot of us forget what that means. Being it while still being human. You can pay your taxes and still be the light. You can wipe peanut butter off your lips and still be the light. You're still the infinite creator. I used to think maybe I should just quit everything, go live in a cabin in the woods, meditate for 12 hours a day, and chase some pure state of bliss like everybody sells on their channels. But maybe, just maybe, that would be me running away from the exact thing that I came here to do. To live this experience. All the good, all the bad, all the joy, all the madness, all the anger, all the happiness, all of it. Maybe by running away from it because I think I've reached enlightenment, I'm actually damaging what my original path was. Because if I'm the one creating this life, if my higher self or soul or whatever you want to call it chose this version of reality, then maybe this version matters. Maybe the socks that I wash are holy. Maybe the screaming kid in the supermarket is a part of some divine plan that I don't even know about. Maybe the part of you that's tired and cranky and wants to give up, maybe even that is sacred in its own little way. And chasing something higher than this might just be another distraction, another trap dressed in spiritual clothing. So here's another part that doesn't get talked about enough that's related to coming to that last point. A lot of people wake up just enough to think they're awake, and then they start selling it. They put on the voice. They use the buzzwords and the catchy YouTube titles. They start telling people how to live, how to quote unquote raise their vibration, or how to quote unquote manifest like some spiritual guru. Meanwhile, they're just trapped in another layer of ego. Too busy trying to look enlightened to actually be enlightened. And I'm not trying to say this from a place of judgment. I've danced with that temptation too. Many a times on this channel I've said, well, if I create this and create that, I'll get more views and I'll make more money. I can donate it to the YHS challenge. I can put a little bit in my pocket. So we all can fall victim to that. But let's be real. Some of these modern spiritual movements, they've become the new religions. They're just like the dogmatic churches we tried to walk away from. Same control, same shame, same if you don't follow our version of awakening, you're lost. And that's dangerous. Because there's people here who are generally searching, generally and genuinely trying to heal. And they're getting led down rabbit holes that just inflate their confusion and shrink their peace. You don't need a crystal grid, folks. You don't need a retreat in Bali. You don't need some expensive guru course to remember who and what you are. And you sure as hell don't need someone else telling you how unhealed you are because you used to get mad in traffic or you don't meditate every morning. Stop listening to them. Because the truth is, some of the people pushing this polished version of enlightenment are doing more harm to themselves than if they had just stayed home and folded the laundry, while quietly remembering they are everything. Because that's real, that's powerful, and that's enough. So now how am I handling this? How is my walk going to continue? Well, I'm trying something different. I'm not chasing anything anymore. I'm folding socks and I'm just remembering who I am. I'm doing the dishes like I'm polishing the inside of my own soul. I'm showing up to this life experience because it's all that I know. Not as a means to an end, but as the end itself. You don't need to find the divine. You already are the divine. Right here, in this mess, in this beauty, in this chaos, in this ordinary but precious, sacred breath that we call this life experience. You are already it. Live the experience, because for all you know, that's all you were supposed to do in the first place. I love each and every one of you, whether you agree or not. You are my brother and you are my sister, and I pray that you walk in light.